What's going on, everybody? WV3V here, Jason tonight. Playing around again with the DITStorm, and it is copying W1AW right now, which seems to be doing actually a pretty good job of copying W1AW. And I'm on 20 meters, utilizing the FTDX-10 right now. And again, this is the DITStorm Cipher by Morse Nexus. If you check out, they were previously called PrepCom. They showcased this DITStorm Cipher last year at Hamvention, I believe it was. And I thought it was a very unique device that was coming out to the amateur radio community that you can use portable. Right now I'm actually utilizing it off of a power distribution bank, so a little battery bank. I have it plugged into that and plugged into the radio, and it is receiving just fine business. And you can see we've got it set up there to copy W1AW off of 20 meters, 14047.5. So it seems like it's doing its job tonight. And I think that most modern radios would take and have a CW decoder in them. I know the FTDX-10 does. I'm sure a lot of the rigs nowadays, you know, have that feature built in. But if you happen to have a, let's say you have a QRP rig, and you're going out to do a Summits on the Air or Parks on the Air, this could come in handy. If you can use your phone as the interface, or even a tablet, because it creates its own Wi-Fi address that you can take and you can go to. So that is the neat thing about it, is once it creates that sort of hotspot, you can log in locally, and then you can operate this off of your phone or a tablet or whatever else. So definitely is a way to help you to learn CW as a tool. I would also say that if you're going to try to take and use it, you could use it possibly for contesting. Some of the CW operators, when they operate contests, you know, they're sending at 35, 40 words a minute, sometimes even higher. So this could definitely help out in that, for you to take and to increase your CW skills and proficiency. So yeah, it's kind of a neat little device. If you happen to have any comments, drop a comment there in the chat, and I might be able to figure out how to actually answer back. I'm still working on the OBS studio here of trying to live stream. Still haven't figured out some of the nuances of actually live streaming, so it's all a work in progress. Once again, it is the DIT Storm Cipher by Morse Nexus, previously called PrepCom. If you take and you go to the website, you can take and learn more about the several different products that they have. This was a special, again, last year, I believe it was at Hamvention, which actually is coming up next week. I've yet to go to Hamvention. One of these days I will take and hopefully get there as part of the amateur radio journey, if you will. It's always interesting to talk to people that have gone to some of these bigger conventions and shows. The only one I've really been to was Huntsville, and that was last year, which was an amazing time. Lots of great equipment, lots of fun things to take and to build and buy and whatnot. Unfortunately, I was traveling by plane, so I couldn't carry a whole lot back. But again, this is the DIT Storm Cipher by Morse Nexus. That's what you're seeing right now. Then one of the features I have turned on, if you can see right here, this blue bar, this is AI Boost Assist, if you will. And what that does is it takes and it allows the predictive text to do just that, right? So it takes and it comes up with what it thinks it's trying to say and send. I believe W1AW is a automated sending for QSTs. I don't believe somebody's behind the actual keyer there. I believe it's all automated text, but I could be wrong. If you happen to know, drop a comment and let me know. But yeah, here we're again copying W1AW on 14.047.5. This is from Las Vegas, Nevada. Currently using a Yaesu FTDX-10, and the antenna that I'm on right now is a MFJ Cobweb for the antenna. So, and just to kind of give you a little indication or a little tour of possibly the area. So this is the waterfall. This is where we're listening to the signals. If I actually had the DIT Storm Cipher there we go. I took and let me lock the frequency there. There we go. Turn it down just a little bit. So here's the waterfall again. I kind of lost the waterfall there, then it picked it back up. So now the confidence is back up to 100%. If I actually had the DIT Storm Cipher hooked up to the macros, I could use this to send. So you can have pre-programmed macros just like you could on your rig if you wanted. And then that way it gives you the ability to take and to send. You can do a master reset right down here on the master reset button, and that will take and flush everything and reset the device. Here's the main window that we are taking and receiving all of the information from. Below that, we've got the speed set, and right now it's just at the 15 words a minute. That's actually if I'm going to send with it, so it doesn't have anything to do with receiving. The confidence is 99%, so the confidence of the signal being received from W1AW is 99%, and it will fluctuate a little bit. You can see that it has picked up W1AW as the sender of the information, which is kind of cool. And then you can take and you can do a lookup of that. Down below, this is the sending area right here on the DitStorm cipher. This is where I would take and type out my messages if I wanted to, if I was going keyboard to keyboard kind of. The macros, I think, make it a little bit easier, but you can send, again, real-time typing. If you're a proficient typer, it's probably very easy to do. Over here on the right-hand side, we've got the waterfall. This controls the what we see in the waterfall, and then the volume of the DitStorm cipher itself, because you're hearing the information come ported into it from the radio. And then this filter Q is actually really important. It's set to 15 right now, and that filter actually takes and adjusts the CW that we're actually able to copy or not copy. So again, I'm still learning how to program this. And again, it's just using that slider back and forth to get the confidence as high as you can. There's the waveform of the CW that you can see, and then it's also in a heat bar graph, if you will, of the signal coming into. So below that, we've got right now that is a floating receive signal. So what that means is over here, when I come over to this area, I could actually set this to specific hertz, 600, 700, and so on, if I knew exactly what what was going on there from the sender. But if you float it, it takes and it automatically picks up the CW signal from the way that I understand it. So again, still learning. Appreciate those that are out there. Give a like, give a follow, give a comment if you would. I'd appreciate that also. And then this is just information down here as far as what the DitStorm cipher is doing online. So it keeps talking about a flush of the unit or something along those lines. But yeah, so there you go. DitStorm cipher from Morse Nexus. Yeah, so if you're taking, just joining, I'm doing a live demonstration of the DitStorm cipher. Trying it out, seeing how well it's working, if it's going to continue to work. Definitely getting some interference right now on 20 meters, so we'll see how well it stays connected to that signal. Looks like it's 94% confidence, which is actually pretty good, because I'm hearing quite a bit of noise on my end. But yeah, nonetheless, this is by Morse Nexus, and it's called the DitStorm cipher. Formerly Prepcom was the company. So yeah, there you go. Just trying it out again. Another quick little stream here. If you got any comments or questions or something like that, drop them in the chat and I'll see what I can do. If it's a question about this, I will definitely try to research it and give you some more information. But so far, it seems like it's working pretty good. Yeah, kind of got to turn the mic on. So there's a picture of me, live streaming. Here we go. Again, this is a DIT-Storm cipher from Morse and Nexus. Trying to take into figure some of this live streaming stuff out. Definitely not a live streamer. Usually better behind the mic. I've been told I have a face for radio, so maybe that's why I'm a ham radio operator. But hey, nonetheless, this is what we got going on here. And there you can see it's copying W1AW with 97% accuracy. Along with the AI boost is on. The AI boost takes and helps out to definitely figure out what's being sent. A little predictive text there. But again, we're copying this with a Yaesu FTDX-10. I'm using an MFJ cobweb here in North Las Vegas, Nevada. So there we go. Yeah, it looks like it's still doing a pretty good job. Getting a little bit of fading maybe on 20 meters. I was on earlier doing a little bit of FT8 on 17 meters. 17 meters was still active. 20 meters was active. Didn't have a whole lot of contacts there at all, actually. All the contacts were down on 17, so. So yeah, there we go. Again, just taking and trying this out. Copying the mail from W1AW with the DIT-Storm cipher. If you got any questions or comments, drop them in the chat. I might be able to answer them. Maybe, maybe not. Again, still learning how to use OBS and need probably a couple of tutorials to help me out there. Yeah, so now we're at 100% confidence of picking up that signal from W1AW and interpreting what is being sent. Which, given the complexity of the device is pretty small. About the size of a, half the size of a deck of cards, actually. Width and length of it runs off of a portable battery bank that I'm currently using. Let's see if I can take and show this, maybe. Not the best, but there's the battery bank. And then there is the DIT-Storm cipher right there. Right. So very small, running off of a portable battery bank. Draws like 500 milliamps, I think, is what the specs show. So yeah, kind of a neat little device. And once again, yeah, just trying to figure out the live stream. So I think the more I do it, the more I'll get used to it. I haven't quite figured out how to switch scenes yet. Relatively easy. Let me see. Turn the DIT-Storm off, and then go over to let's see here. So there we go. There's a little ADS-B if you're into tracking aircraft in and out of North Las Vegas or Las Vegas. And we still get the audio coming in from the DIT storm. There we go. Got to null that out a little bit, but there is some ADS-B. And the ADS-B is with a Raspberry Pi. And I'm using a flight-aware dongle. So yeah, there you can see Las Vegas proper. I originally took and started with a quarter wave ADS-B ground plane antenna. And then I promptly saw that I wasn't getting a whole lot of traffic, you know, in and out of the valley. Like I would get just the local traffic, but wasn't seeing aircraft coming in or coming out. So what I did is I took and I built a coaxial collinear, a 1 meter coaxial collinear, and that allowed me to get quite a bit of distance, out to 250 nautical miles of aircraft that are pinging with ADS-B. So there you can see a few of the aircraft coming into Las Vegas and the surrounding areas, which is pretty cool. And let's see what else we got. I took and I closed out WSJTX, but we'll go back over to the DIT storm here. There we go. And we'll give a little more volume. There you go. So DIT storm's still copying. We'll see if it picks back up again. There we go. Yeah, picked right back up to, we're at 70, 80% confidence now. So yeah, well, if you got questions or whatever, take and drop them in the chat. Again, just playing around. This is something new for me to play with. And again, if you're into CW, I like copying CW. It's one of those things that you have to take and you have to do quite regularly in order to stay proficient at it. Always listening, always trying to improve your skill set. I will say that Parks on the Air has helped quite a bit, at least for me to maintain and to, you know, to really practice my CW skills. The format's very basic, and, you know, those that are attempting, you know, to go out and want to do CW, just do it, right? Just go out and do it. You can do it. It's not hard. Take your time. You set the pace. So that's kind of the nice thing. And with you taking and setting the pace and the format, everybody will typically come back to whatever you decide to put out there. So yeah. And this device could help out, right? So this is, again, the DIT storm cipher from Morse Nexus. This is the box that it came in right there, DIT storm cipher. Pretty easy to set up, not very hard at all. I'm running it right now off of a Mac. It creates its own Mac, or I should say, it creates its own IP address, and you just go to it, and then you take and you can use your phone, you can use a tablet, so very portable. You can go out in the field with it, and yeah. So right now we're still on W1AW on the old FTDX-10. 14.47.5, and I'm actually at .510 is where I'm at. But there it created, you can see it created another section right here. So in the white, this is the newest section that it is copying. Up here in the green is what it copied earlier when I took and I switched over to a different feed there. So yeah. There you go, DIT Storm Cipher. If you happen to like the content, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Tell your ham radio friends, hey, check out WV3V Urban Ham Radio on YouTube. Trying to build a little bit of a base of amateur radios. I like seeing what's out there. Tried to do some shorter videos, but work kind of gets in the way. I'm still a working individual, so I I have a regular Monday 9. I wish it was 9 to 5. Actually, it's more along the lines of like 7 to 5. So yeah, but there you go. Probably go for about another 3 minutes or so, and that'll take us up for a half an hour here playing with the DIT-Storm Cipher. Again, neat little device. Give it a look-see on the internet there. Morse Nexus, formerly Prepcom, and they've got a couple of different devices that they've made and put into production. This being the easiest one, I think. And again, it's going to take a little bit to get used to, but I definitely want to get the sending side. So we may end up having to. We'll definitely do another couple of videos where I will hook it up to send, and we can see how that part of it works. Because I'll be interested to see how well it sends. I still like sending. I've got a Vibraplex, not a bug, but a dual Vibraplex paddle sitting here, and I also use a straight key. I'm also part of the Straight Key Century Club, which is also another fun organization to get into CW if you're interested in getting into CW. Yeah, and if anybody actually has any tips or anything like that on OBS, or if you got a good video that talks about how to set it up in a utilizing it maybe with other screens, stuff like that, drop it in the chat or send me an email. I'm good on QRZ. They can send me an email and I will try to check that out, because I definitely want to get a little bit better at OBS and live streaming, so that way I could actually have a live chat up and see it. I'm having to live chat on my phone to actually see what's going on there, so very cool. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Say 73s for right now. Thanks for coming and stopping by if you did. If you can, again, give a thumbs up, give a like, and give a follow, and we will try to produce some more videos with the DIT-Storm Cipher and amateur radio, or whatever else I can throw together. So with that, 73s for now. And we'll take and we'll let a little ADS-B hang out there in the background. And you guys can check out some ADS-B while it is just going on there. Need to find a way to pipe in some music, I think. That would be kind of neat. But yeah, okay. Take care, guys. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll chat at you later. WV3V 73s.